Now, today we're going to spend some time looking at multiplying decimals. Multiplying decimals is really quite straightforward. If we look at this example, 6.2 multiplied by 3.7, start by ignoring the decimals completely. 62 multiplied by 37. If you normally do your multiplications in a grid, then by all means do that. The important thing is that you do actually know how to multiply two whole numbers together. So 62 times 37. If you'd use this method, then we've got 7 2s are 14, 7 6s are 42, and 1 is 43. Now we multiply the 3, which isn't a 3, it's a 30 because it's in the tens column. So to allow for it being in the tens column, we put a 0 in there. 3 2s are 6, 3 6s are 18, and we now add up the results of that, and so we've got 4, 9, 12, so carry the 1, and so we've got 2,294. That's the answer to 62 times 37. Now 6.2 multiplied by 3.7 is very similar. What you mustn't do is you mustn't imagine that we can just fill decimal places in all the way down here. That does not work. Instead, what we do is we go back to the original question, let's do it down here, and we consider how many decimal places there are in the question. There's two of them. There's one of them in this number 6.2, and there's one of them in this number 3.7. Altogether, there are two numbers after the decimal point in the question. And it follows that there are also two numbers after the decimal point in the answer. And so these two digits after the decimal point get matched down here, a total of 2 digits after the decimal point. We could have judged it another way. We could have said this is about 6 times about 4, which would make an answer of about 24. The only way you can make an answer of 24 or nearly 24 out of these digits is to say 22.94. So we could do it by estimation. Now, we're also going to do this one. This one might be possible in our heads because I know that 41 times 3 is 123. But perhaps you're not confident of that. So if you're not confident or you just want to be sure, you still set it out in the same style. 41 times 3. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. And so we've got 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12, 123, and so we have a total of 3 digits after the decimal points in the question. And so our answer to 0.41 multiplied by 0.3 is something involving the digits 1, 2, 3. But we know that there has to be 3 digits after the decimal point in the answer. So counting from the right, there's one of them, there's another one, there's another one. The decimal point is going to have to go there. Put a 0 on the front as a space filler, and we have an answer of 0.123. A lot of people imagine that multiplications always make the answer bigger. But that is not true if we're dealing with numbers in between 0 and 1. In between 0 and 1, the reverse happens. It's quite counterintuitive, it's just something to get used to.